Listen to me very carefully, because I want you to understand something you've probably avoided admitting to yourself for a long time. You didn't click this video by accident. Some part of you, maybe quiet, maybe almost whispering, knows that something in your life is off right now. You can't fully explain it, but you feel it. A heaviness, a stillness, a sense that while time moves forward, you don't. You're not lazy. You're not stupid. You're not talentless. But somehow your 20s keep slipping through your fingers faster than you can catch them. And before you defend yourself with, "Bro, it's just one episode," or "I'm just relaxing for a bit," or "I'll start tomorrow," let me tell you exactly why you click this. It's because something inside you knows you've been drifting. It knows that comfort has quietly become your master. It knows you've been shrinking your potential to make life feel easier in the moment. And if you stay with me till the end of this video, I'll expose 5 philosophical traps that are keeping you stuck. Traps that every man in his 20s falls into, but almost none of them escape. These traps look harmless. They feel harmless. But they're stealing your ambition, your discipline, your confidence, and your future without you even noticing. Let's begin. Trap number 1, the passive pleasure loop, the modern addiction to comfort, numbness, and overstimulation. The first trap is something you've experienced hundreds of times, maybe even today, without realizing the damage it's causing. It's not just Netflix. It's not just scrolling. It's not just gaming or comfort shows or background noise. It's something much deeper. The trap of passive pleasure. This is the trap where your mind becomes addicted to consuming more than it's addicted to creating, where you get used to receiving stimulation, attention, and dopamine without giving anything back to the world. And I want to hit you with a hard truth. You're not tired. You're overstimulated. You wake up, and before your feet hit the floor, your brain has already been fed. Bright screens, cheap dopamine, notifications, noise, entertainment, comparison, distraction. Your brain starts the day drowning. It's not fatigue, it's numbness. And numbness is far more dangerous because you don't notice it stealing the fire inside you. Here's the philosophical paradox. You're overstimulated, yet underexperienced. You've consumed more content in a month than philosophers in ancient Greece consumed in a lifetime. And yet you don't feel any wiser, happier, or more in control of your life. Why? Because passive pleasure teaches your brain one dangerous belief. Comfort is easier than effort. Every moment you choose comfort over growth, you reinforce that belief. And it doesn't take long before comfort becomes your default escape from life. Netflix makes you forget. Scrolling makes you forget. Junk food makes you forget. Gaming makes you forget. But your problems don't disappear. They just wait for you in the dark when the screen finally turns off. Epictetus once said, "What consumes your attention controls your life." And right now, whether you admit it or not, your attention is not your own. You're not choosing what to focus on. The world is choosing for you. Algorithms decide what you laugh at, what you desire, what you chase, what you fear, and even what you believe. You think you're in control, but you're not. You're being carried by the current of passive pleasure, and you're calling it relaxation. The harshest part of this trap is this. Passive pleasure doesn't destroy you loudly. It destroys you quietly. It doesn't ruin your life overnight. It just kills a tiny piece of your future every day. 1 hour here, 1 episode there, One mindless scroll at 2 a.m. Before you know it, you've built a comfortable coffin around yourself. Soft pillows, warm blankets, noise to distract you, entertainment to numb you, and a false sense of, I'll fix it tomorrow. But tomorrow never comes. I'm not blaming you. I'm waking you up. You haven't changed because your life right now is comfortable enough for you not to panic, but uncomfortable enough for you to feel miserable. That almost okay zone, that's where dreams go to die. You're not suffering enough to revolt. You're not thriving enough to flourish. You're stuck in a philosophical hell, the middle. This is where transformation begins. You need 30 days, not of torture, not of burnout, but of intentional discomfort. For the next month, no background noise while you work, no scrolling the moment you wake up, no autoplay, no comfort food when you're sad, no stimulation without intention. Instead, silence walks, cold showers, timed entertainment, focused work blocks, moments of boredom, moments of reflection. Because the mind only becomes powerful when it learns to sit with itself. And right now, you've forgotten how to do that. Trap 2, the false productivity loop. The trap that makes you feel busy but keeps you exactly where you are. Here's a hard truth. Most people in their 20s never realize until it's too late. You are not actually working. You're only feeling like you're working. And this illusion is the second comfort trap. Today, it's easier than ever to simulate progress. You watch a motivational video. You buy a new planner. You make a to-do list. You read 10 pages of a book on discipline. You clean your room because it prepares you mentally. And for a moment you feel productive, almost proud of yourself. But here's the problem. None of that moves your life forward. It only feels like it does. You see, your brain is addicted not to achievement, but to the feeling of preparing for achievement. It rewards you with dopamine when you get ready. It rewards you when you research. It rewards you when you plan. But it does not reward you for the painful, uncomfortable, reality-changing work that success actually requires. The work where you are bad at something in the beginning. The work where you fail publicly. The work where you feel stupid, unskilled, and exposed. So what do most people do? They stay in the fake productive zone because it feels safe. You never have to face the discomfort of being a beginner. You never have to deal with the pressure of real expectations. You never have to risk discovering that maybe you're not as good as you think you are. This trap is dangerous because it steals years disguised as effort. You keep saying things like, I'm just planning first. I'm still researching. I'm not ready yet. I'll start when things calm down. But nothing ever calms down. Nothing ever becomes perfect. And your 20s end with a list of things you plan to do, instead of things you actually did. If you want to escape this comfort trap, you need to do something most people are afraid of. Start before you're ready. Because readiness is not something you wait for. It's something you build by taking action when you feel unprepared. Your future life will not be shaped by the work you planned, but by the work you were brave enough to actually do. Trap 3. The emotional escape trap. Comfort that pretends to help you heal but secretly keeps you weak. We don't talk about this, but we should. Most people in their 20s are not addicted to entertainment. They're addicted to escaping themselves. This is the third comfort trap. Every time something hurts, a breakup, a failure, a disappointment, an insecurity, you don't sit with the feeling. You run from it. You open TikTok, you scroll Instagram, you rewatch a show you've already seen 3 times. You text someone you shouldn't, you distract yourself with noise. And because these things remove the pain temporarily, you convince yourself they're helping. But they're not. They're delaying your healing and building a habit of emotional avoidance. Here's the paradox. The more you avoid your pain, the stronger your pain becomes. The more you escape your emotions, the less control you have over them. Your 20s are supposed to be the decade where you learn to understand yourself, your patterns, your wounds, your fears, your inner shadows. But if you spend these years running from discomfort, you never grow. You stay emotionally fragile. You stay dependent on distractions. You become someone who crumbles under the slightest pressure. Let me tell you something powerful. Pain is not your enemy. Pain is the language of your inner self asking for your attention. Avoiding pain is like ignoring a crying child inside you. The cries won't stop just because you pretend you can't hear them. The emotional escape trap convinces you that healing means feeling good. But real healing begins when you feel the thing you've been trying not to feel. When you sit in silence without reaching for your phone. When you let the sadness move through you instead of numbing it. When you face the insecurity instead of covering it with distractions. When you confront the truth instead of hiding behind dopamine. This is what turns emotional children into emotional adults. This is what gives you peace that entertainment can never give you. This is what builds inner strength that nobody can take away. Escaping your emotions gives you temporary comfort. Facing them gives you long-term power. Trap 4. The "at least I'm not failing" trap. The trap that keeps you alive, but never truly living. This one is subtle, and it destroys more 20-year-olds than failure ever will. It's the trap of being comfortable enough. You're not failing. You're not broke. You're not miserable. You're not suffering. You're fine. And that's the problem. Rock bottom wakes people up. Success motivates people forward. But fine is a silent killer. Because when life is fine, you don't move. You don't push. You don't take risks. You don't change. You settle into a lukewarm existence, a life that's safe, predictable, and quietly draining the intensity out of you. This is the trap where your dreams die the slowest death. Not because of disaster, not because of heartbreak, not because of failure, but because you convinced yourself that it's good enough. You tell yourself, well, at least I'm not struggling like other people. At least I have a job. At least I'm stable. At least I'm not where I used to be. But notice the pattern. Every sentence begins with "at least." At least is the language of someone comforting themselves for settling. At least is how you numb your hunger for more. At least is how you shrink your potential without feeling guilty. At least is the phrase you use when you've stopped aiming high. Let me tell you something difficult. You were not born to live an at least life. You were not meant to shrink so you can feel safe. You were not meant to play small just because big dreams are uncomfortable. The "at least I'm not failing" trap steals your greatness by giving you just enough comfort to stop you from moving. It gives you a mediocre job so you never pursue the one that would change your life. It gives you a tolerable relationship so you never find the one that inspires you. It gives you a predictable routine so you never seek the unpredictable opportunities that lead to real growth. This trap doesn't ruin your life dramatically. It ruins it quietly. And the only way out is to stop judging your life by how much you avoid pain and start judging it by how fully you are living. Trap 5. The identity delay. Trap. The trap where you keep waiting to become the person you admire. Most people in their 20s don't realize they're doing this, but almost everyone is guilty of it. You keep imagining a future version of yourself. A calmer you, a smarter you, a disciplined you, a successful you. And you assume that one day, somehow, that version of you will just arrive. You'll wake up earlier, you'll be more focused, you'll stop overthinking, you'll become confident, you'll finally feel like the person you're supposed to be. But here's the truth most people never hear. Your dream identity doesn't appear. It must be built. Yet people delay it. They stall it. They drag it out with the belief that they need more time, more experience, more motivation, more clarity before they can step into the self they admire. This is the identity delay trap. The psychological illusion that you need to wait before you can become your higher self. So you say things like, "I'll get serious once I turn 25. I'll be more disciplined after this phase ends. I'll become confident once I fix these flaws. I'll start chasing my goals when I feel ready." But the version of you that you fantasize about is not in the future. It's in your daily decisions. Every time you hit snooze, you choose your old self. Every time you procrastinate, you choose your old self. Every time you avoid difficult conversations, you choose your old self. Every time you stay in your comfort zone, you choose your old self. Your identity is not defined by your dreams. It's defined by your patterns. And here's the part no one tells you. The gap between who you are and who you want to be is not made of time. It's made of courage. Courage to act when you don't feel like it. Courage to show up before you feel confident. Courage to do the uncomfortable thing your old self would avoid. Courage to embody the identity you admire even when it feels unnatural. Becoming your highest self is not an upgrade that appears with age. It's a choice you must make with aggression, discipline, and intention. The identity delay trap convinces you to wait for the perfect moment. But the perfect moment is created, not found. You don't become the person you admire by dreaming. You become them by doing. Now that you've seen all the traps laid out in front of you, pause for a moment and breathe. Because every single trap in this video has one thing in common. They all feel harmless, until you realize they've been quietly shaping your entire life. Let's recap, briefly but truthfully. Trap 1 reminded you how the arms of comfort steals your years while making you feel safe. Trap 2 exposed how the constant chase for planning or organizing everything before you start keeps you from developing real depth, real focus, and real knowledge. Trap 3 showed you why the pursuit of escaping from reality and from yourself keeps you mentally fragmented and spiritually drained. Trap 4 revealed the most dangerous comfort of all. A life that's fine, a life that's stable, a life that's just good enough to stop you from reaching for more. Trap 5 confronted you with the truth that the future version of yourself you keep imagining will not magically appear. It must be built day by day, decision by decision. And here's the hard truth. These traps don't ruin your life overnight. They ruin it slowly, quietly, invisibly, by convincing you that you have time to waste. But you don't. You know you don't. Your potential has an expiration date if you keep avoiding the work required to unlock it. Your dreams die in silence long before the world ever sees them, and your future self will only become real if you stop delaying and start deciding. So here's your moment. Right now. Not tomorrow, not next week, not when you feel motivated. Now. Pick one trap, just one, and break it this week. Not perfectly, not dramatically, just intentionally. Because the moment you break one chain, you weaken the entire system that has been holding you back for years. And if you stay consistent, if you stay honest, if you stay willing to do the uncomfortable thing your old self avoided, you will not recognize yourself 6 months from now. You will become someone your younger self would look at with admiration, not envy, not regret. If this message hit you deeply, if you felt seen, understood, or shaken awake, then don't just close this video and move on with your day. Act. Work on these points. Rewatch the sections that spoke to you. Apply the one shift your future self is begging you to make. And if you want more content that speaks to your mind, your potential, your discipline, your inner transformation, make sure you like this video, share it with someone who needs to hear it, drop a comment telling me which trap hit you the hardest, and subscribe for more content just like this. Remember, you are one decision away from a completely different life. Make that decision today.